This is Black Boys Are Not Disposable, episode 2, Blasphemy. So I found that when engaging with certain black people, they have no problem with calling little black boys the N-word. But if I tell them that these same little N-words are truly God's, then they have a problem. That's blasphemy. And I'm asking, how? Are we not made in the image of the Creator? We may not have the same quantity of God in us. That's why we are human. But we do have the same quality. So this made me look at the definition of the word blasphemy. And it says contemptuous or profane speech or action concerning God or a sacred entity. So when I tell a young black boy that he is God, that is not contemptuous or profane. Not at all. But you know what is contemptuous and profane? Referring to a God as a nigga. That is blasphemy. Because blackness is my religion, I'm here to give you some gospel. And the greatest sin there is not to have knowledge of self. The lack of knowledge of self is what leads to all destruction. You don't believe me? Even the Bible agrees when it says, my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge in Hosea 4:6. It is the knowledge of self that makes you believe in yourself. No. It makes you know yourself. Belief is only necessary in the absence of knowledge. So you know why people blaspheme against young black boys and men? Because they do not believe in us. It is blasphemy for us not to believe in ourselves. People do not believe in us because they don't know us. That is ignorance. And it can be cured. Others blaspheme because they know exactly who we are, and that shakes them to the core. That is fear, and it has to be opposed. Now, I remember watching the movie Menace to Society, and they described the character O-Dog as America's nightmare. Young, black, and didn't give a fuck. Everybody wanted to be O-Dog, and that probably contributed to the rise in murders and incarceration of black boys and men. But that isn't America's nightmare. That is what the American dream was built on. America's nightmare is the strong, intelligent black man that will not only die for his queen, his family, his tribe, but he will also be sure to live for them and to give them life. America's nightmare is the black boy that believes in himself and the power given to him by his Creator. In order to have that belief, you have to know yourself. To know yourself is to love yourself. And I leave you with this black scripture. There is an anger that wakes up in you when you are a child, and it builds up and determines the political consciousness of the black man. That is from Winnie Mandela. It's Polo the King live from the Bing. That's episode 2.